Right now, to help me bring this vision to life, it is my pleasure to introduce my friend Himanshu Palsule, Chief Technology Officer and Head of Product Strategy. Thank you. Himanshu.
Hi. How are you doing? Good. Hello, everyone. Well, I'm certainly excited to be here. What about all of you? You guys are such an amazing audience that I'm actually going to take a selfie with all of you. How about that? That'll teach all my friends on Facebook, all 5,000 of you. There. I'll be tweeting it later. So we have a fantastic 3 days planned here for you. To set the stage for the demos, I want to expand a bit on the themes that Pascal introduced. The first theme that Pascal touched on was the desire for businesses to drive complexity out of your business world and focus at all times on generating an extraordinary customer experience. The second theme was around convergence and how cloud and mobility are driving this convergence across our personal and our professional lives through this rich array of applications that work across a multitude of devices. And the third covered the mission-critical considerations of everything that you all focus on. So let's start by winding the clock back 10 years to 2004, when almost 90% of the world was not connected to the internet. This was the year that Facebook was launched and Google had their IPO. Back then, we rented DVDs from Blockbuster. We prized the stack of CDs at the back of our car. The largest television set in our house was no bigger than 32 inches. Tablets were something that you popped, and the only thing smart about your phone was that it took your calls. Both business and personal lives seemed so much simple back then, didn't it? And somewhere along the way, your business began to change. Chances are that in the early days of this century, you were focused on your local markets. You probably knew your customers by name, and your accountant probably stopped by your office on a Friday to answer your questions. And you used Sage accounting software to manage your books, generate inventory reports, and print paychecks. And then the world began to change. Your customers are now placing orders in their local time, making your business 24/7, whether you know it or not. Your competitor, who used to conveniently be located down the block, is now emerging anywhere from Boston to Bangalore. Your competitors probably know more about you sometimes than your own employees do. Your business reputation is online, and so are your challenges. Your customers are discussing your products, your services, and perhaps even your prices on the web. And this year, your accountant will be reviewing your financials online and possibly in real time. The Facebook page that you recently created is attracting a lot of followers, and your innovations are being tweeted all around the world. And all of this could be happening even before you walk out of this keynote. Because we are all connected, because we tweet and like and share and pin, your prospects already believe that they know enough about you even before they meet your salesperson for the first time. Clearly, there are technology trends across every areas of the business, from large company trends to consumer trends. To manage this complexity, you need your Sage Accounting or ERP product to do a lot more than simply run payroll or generate a P&L. You'll need support for mobility, analytics, business intelligence, to help you turn your data into meaningful insights to help you run your business. In essence, you will need Sage to evaluate what's out there and work on the right trends that are simple for you to use for you to run your business. Perhaps the biggest change since 2004 is the cloud. In a recent survey, over 90% of businesses said that they're running something or testing something on the cloud today. The benefit is very obvious. With the cloud, as Pascal mentioned, data is available anywhere, anytime. But we understand that not all businesses are adopting the cloud at the same pace. Organizations are often wedged between two decisions: the speed and scale of the public cloud and the security and control of your own private cloud infrastructures. And that is why our cloud strategy provides you with tremendous flexibility. It allows you to integrate across a multitude of these public clouds something that we call hybrid cloud. For example, you can choose to take your entire ERP or accounting system and move it to the cloud. Or you can elect to keep your accounting system on premises, but then take certain business processes and migrate those into the cloud, giving you the flexibility for remote sales orders, for remote entry, for CRM, for intelligence to be done out in the field. We store all this data in what we cleverly call the Sage Data Cloud, which is our technology allowing you to connect your data and devices. The Sage Data Cloud is always in sync with your accounting or ERP product while enabling remote users on your system. This powerful technology allows you to simplify things in today's complex world. The cloud is an essential part of Pascal's second theme, and that was convergence. Convergence is simply a term to describe what is happening as more and more of our personal business and data is now available across all these devices. Think of the applications on your smartphone right now and how interchangeably you use them in your personal and business lives. So by combining the ability to share data in real time with the convenience of mobilities, companies like yours are streamlining their sales and service operations. 2 years ago at Sage Summit 2012, I shared a video with you about this hypothetical customer called Kitchen Delight. The video described how cloud and mobility had the potential to reshape the operations of this very forward-looking business. As many of you weren't here 2 years ago, I thought I would play you an excerpt of that video. Think of this as the before part of what I'm going to show you later today. Take a look. My little Vegas trick here. So as I look at this video, I'm delighted that in 2 short years, many of the products that we showed in this video are being used by many of you, our customers. Since we made this video, I learned that Sage has a customer whose business is a lot like Kitchen Delight. The customer is Remodel Works Bath and Kitchen, and they are located near San Diego, California. I had a conversation with the founder, Joe Christensen, who shared with me that Remodel Works Bath and Kitchen faces many of the same challenges and opportunities that this hypothetical company, Kitchen Delight. So I asked Joe to join us here today on stage and share his perspectives and experience. So please join me in welcoming on stage founder of Remodel Works, Joe Christensen. Hello, Joe. Thank you for taking time to come to Sage Summit. So can you share with us a little bit about your business, Remodel Works?
Well, Remodel Works Bath and Kitchen is San Diego's premier bath and kitchen remodeling company. We're family-owned, and we're founded in 1984, and consistently meet and exceeded our customers' expectations ever since.
Congratulations on your success, Joe. It's fantastic having customers like you.
Thank you.
So obviously, in the last 30 years, you've seen a lot of change. So what are some of the changes that you've observed?
Well, when I started Remodel Works, we knew that we needed a showroom for our customers to see the product and our designs. And now with mobility, we're able to bring those photos and products and things to the customer. And we also are able to take these products and these pictures that we have and post them on Angie's List and other sites.
That's fantastic. So how has this whole evolution to the online world, the shift to online, impacted your business?
Well, we're always looking for ways to be more efficient and consistent in how we serve our customers. For example, it used to take us more than a day to cut paychecks for our 38 employees. Now it takes less than 2 hours to do that because of our systems in place. In fact, using mobile services with Sage, we now run our business with just one person in our accounting department. Everyone else is out selling and servicing the customers.
And making money.
Yes, and making money.
So earlier you shared with me how your business has been so efficient and has been focused on serving these customers. Can you share with the audience what do you attribute your success to?
Well, I know that if you do not document and train and follow good business practices, your business will quickly end up in trouble. So we focus on establishing and following these processes and procedures. This approach also lets us get all our business information and costs into our company database. I'd say that much of our success comes from our use of mobility, our standing operating procedures, and mining the database and understanding and improving our performance.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us on stage. So if anyone here is in San Diego or visiting San Diego and are looking for a kitchen makeover, I guess they're coming to Remodel Works Bathroom Kitchen. Yes. Fantastic, Joe. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So there is no question that business is undergoing a profound change. If we've learned anything in the past decade, it's that the first movers gain an advantage that then becomes difficult to overcome. So let's talk now about how Sage can help you take advantage of the opportunities that both Pascal and Joe shared here with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story about your business today and tomorrow. First, we're going to show you what happens when one of your salespeople goes out in the field to close an order, and how mobile sales solutions will play a critical role in streamlining this process. Next, we will demonstrate what happens when your service technicians visit one of the customers to either install or repair a part. And finally, we will look at a business owner, much like Joe Christensen here, who's worried about the growth of their business, sitting either in his office or, as in the case of our story, at a soccer field watching his kids' soccer practice, because we are in the world of mobility. A lot of what you're seeing are mobile applications that are available from Sage today. But we're also going to introduce some new mobile services that will come in 2015, and I'll point this out as we go. And we're going to play the story out connected here in real time. So get onto the edge of your seats, because you don't want to miss a single thing. So mobile devices are becoming an integral part of our business lives, as we just heard. And it seems only natural that they would play a large role in streamlining your sales process. So for the first demo, I would like to introduce Sean Leonard, Product Manager for Sage Mobile Sales. Sean will be demonstrating to us how Sage Mobile Sales increases a company's sales productivity. Come on out, Sean.
Yes, Himanshu, it's great to be here at Sage Summit. Let's use the Kitchen Delight company from the video you showed for this demonstration. We're looking at the Kitchen Delight Facebook site. I'll start our demonstration here, since many companies generate lots of sales leads with online marketing. Let me describe how this works. When a customer visits their website and asks to be contacted by completing the web form, the lead is automatically transferred to Sage CRM and assigned to a sales rep. This ensures that a sales rep quickly contacts the lead before the lead has time to buy from a competitor. Now let's see what happens when the sales lead reaches the sales rep. Shown on the screen is what our rep is looking at. Instantly, the lead appears on the sales rep's mobile device. Notification tells the rep what the sales lead is interested in and how to contact the lead. Using this information, she contacts the sales lead and secures an appointment for later today. The sales rep sees that she has some open time with no appointments between now and the new appointment. So she starts calling prospects recommended to her by the Sage CRM app.
So what we're seeing here on the screen is a nice new calendaring feature with call recommendations that will be available in the upcoming release of our Sage CRM Online.
Yes, it is, and our team will be sharing this with everyone here this week. Next, the rep shows up at the customer's home and uses the Sage mobile sales app.
Okay. So it looks like you'll be using an iPad for this demo, but the same application also works on Windows tablets today and shortly on an Android device as well.
Yes. So the rep starts a sales dialogue with the customer while opening the Sage mobile sales app and starts showing items of interest from the catalog. In this case, the customer is interested in seeing items such as faucets that are in the Sage mobile sales catalog for her light kitchen remodel project. So the customer sees the faucets that are available, and she likes the Moen Arbor. So the rep adds that to the quote. Now the customer also likes the brown sink, the top mount sink, and the related items down below.
So what you're seeing here is a recommendation engine that we have built right into our Sage Data Cloud, which allows, in this case, the sales rep to recommend other products based upon the customer's choice, much like you would see when you order a book from, say, Amazon.com. So Sean, why don't you share how effective this has been for our customers in building a larger sales with this recommendation engine?
What customers like most is how the app helps reps sell more, impressing their customers and removing complexity from the sales process. For example, a food distribution customer told me last week that they've seen a substantial increase in sales since they began using the mobile sales app. And the increase is attributed directly to the app's ability to remind the sales rep to upsell related items. Now, returning to our story, the rep is now ready to add the kitchen sink to the quote, and we're going to place the order.
And this is syncing real time with the ERP system in the cloud.
Yes, it is. So the rep's now ready to place the order. So taps on the place order button. The app is capable of taking payment with cash, check, or credit cards for buy now, or on account with or without a deposit. In this case, the customer is going to pay with a check deposit.
So if this was a personal check, many of us are familiar with bank applications that now let you take a picture of the check and deposit it into your checking account. Now with Convergence, our apps enable you to deposit a check and automatically record a payment in your accounting system, right when the customer hands you the check. Our Sage Exchange Payments technology removes all the complexity for customers such as you so that you have the freedom to accept and process any kind of payments right from the Sage application.
Yes, this new feature, Remote Check Deposit, is coming in a release in early 2015. To use it, all the rep needs to do is take a picture of the front and back of the check and tap the orange pay box in the upper right corner, and the remote check deposit is complete.
Great. So let's showcase another innovation, and that's the ability, which is probably going to be needed in the field now, is the ability to print from a remote printer.
Yes, we know that customers often want receipts on the spot. So we're working on adding Bluetooth printer support to Sage Mobile Sales to make it easy to print receipts, invoices, and quotes anytime, anywhere. Here, we're using a portable printer to print the order, and the rep simply taps the printer icon, and the order that we just created is sent to my Bluetooth printer.
OK. And the Bluetooth printer at this point will print your invoice.
Exactly. We've shown this in the innovation lab.
All right. That would be very convenient.
It's new stuff. So returning to our story, the rep continues our sales conversation, and she learns that the customer needs to order a replacement oven knob. Because the oven's an older model, the replacement part is not available anymore. However, the sales rep knows that Kitchen Delight has the ability to manufacture this custom part using a newly purchased 3D printer. The rep proceeds to take several photographs of the knob using her smartphone's camera and then quickly uploads those photos to the Sage Secure Files folder for that customer. Back in the manufacturing area, the engineer gets notification on his iPad that some new files have been shared with him. The notification tells him that this is a request for a custom part. The engineer recognizes the part and prints the custom knob on the 3D printer for the customer.
So what makes this process with Sage Secure Files upload so natural for customers is that we are all familiar with uploading and sharing photos and videos into the cloud. Now we're using our Sage Data Cloud technology to make it natural to collaborate, in this example, between sales and manufacturing and between employees and customers. Let me walk over to our 3D printer here and show you an actual oven knob that we printed earlier. And now the part is in stock. So this gives you a glimpse into what will be possible integrating ERP systems with newer technologies, such as, in this case, 3D printing, that I know several of you here are interested in. For those of you who actually want to see this in action, please stop by our Sage Innovation Lab, and we have a demonstration there for you. So Sean, I really enjoy stories about how our customers are using and benefiting from the app that you've just helped design. So what's the latest news on what's going on?
You're right. We're getting some great feedback from mobile sales. And I thought that everyone would like to hear directly from a customer. So I invited John Gizeski from St. Joseph Paper and Packaging to join us today.
Great. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for John Gizeski. John? Hello, John. Thank you for taking time to come to Sage Summit.
Thanks, Himanshu.
Hey, John.
Thanks, Sean. It's great to be here and to see everything going on here at Sage Summit. What a fantastic opportunity it is to learn and talk with everyone here today.
Great, John. Can you tell us a little bit about your business, St. Joseph Paper and Packaging? What do you do?
We're very proud to have just celebrated our 25th year of service to businesses of all sizes in northern Indiana. We supply most of their paper and packaging needs. Our company was founded in 1989, and we've always provided superior service, great products, and dependable services.
It's fantastic. Congratulations on your success. And it's customers like you and Joe and so many others that make us really proud here at Sage. So let's talk a little bit about your journey to mobility in your business.
Well, our order taking process was very manual and required several steps. The rep would typically send an email, faxed, or phoned in an order into our home office, and at that point, someone would have to manually enter the order into our accounting system. As you all know, this can be a very time-consuming process. We had a business consultant come in and look at our processes, and he suggested that we try to automate the sales process as much as we could. He suggested that we take a look at the Sage mobile sales application.
Great. So John, what has been your experience? You've been using the Sage mobile app now for a few months. What's been your experience with it?
That's correct. We selected the Sage mobile sales app because it connects right to our ERP via the Sage digital cloud. Your mobile sales app has greatly streamlined our order taking process and enabled our rep to leave a very professional impression with our customers. To date, we have a single sales rep using the application, and he has generated over $400,000 in revenue using the application in the past 6 months.
That's a great result.
400,000 in 6 months. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
So what do you attribute? So as you look at all the success, what are some of the things that you want to share with us?
Sure. In the past 6 months, the rep has been able to provide a very professional look at his customers. He knows exactly what he has in stock at all times without having to stop or call back to the office. Even better, the rep is entering orders through the app directly that is going straight into our accounting system. Now we're in the process of rolling our app out to all of the sales reps that we have.
Fantastic, and good luck with that. Thank you, Sean, for the demo. Thank you, John, for stopping by on stage and sharing the story with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a round of applause.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Himanshu. Thanks, John.
And for the demo of the Bluetooth printer, please stop by the Innovation Lab. So what Sean showed you is that when your sales rep is out in the field, the data from the Sage ERP or accounting system is available on your mobile device. And the Sage Data Cloud removes all this complexity about connecting these various services. He showed you how easy it was to sell, process orders, take payments, and ultimately provide customers with better service. And the magic behind all of this was that every interaction that he did is automatically recorded in the accounting software. This ensures that your critical processes can be freed from lots of loose pieces of paper, mistakes doing manual entry, and having to call the office to get critical information for your success. As I mentioned earlier, bringing simplicity to your mission-critical needs in a converging and complex world. So moving on, next in our story, let's take a look at the service technician who is now walking in to perform the installation of the parts ordered by the customer. No longer does the service technician have to be out on an island by themselves. With the Sage mobile service app, he can be connected to the same scheduling and accounting system as the rest of his business. So he knows where he needs to be, and he can record all the work that he's done directly on his mobile device. So for this, let me call on stage product manager Jennifer Schwartz. Come on out, Jennifer. How are you? So Jennifer's going to walk us through now what happens next.
Absolutely. So back at the office, the service manager received the notification of that sale and the installation request and immediately sets up a new work order. She has the flexibility to see who's free or who's booked on screen and can drag and drop work orders to assign them or change them up in the schedule.
And how did they manage schedules in the past?
A large whiteboard, similar to a lot of small businesses. It's either this or a schedule book. Might be good for the service manager, but there are some challenges with it.
Yeah. And the challenge with this large whiteboard is that there is no way for the technician to know when a new appointment has been added or an existing one has been modified.
Exactly. Getting that instant notification is really key. And now with Sage mobile apps, everyone is up to date, anywhere, anytime.
So the real beauty here is that Kitchen Delight and all their service technicians can have their real-time access to their schedules, their jobs, when they need it and where they need it. And it's very convenient because these technicians can check their schedules directly on the smartphones, much like they would check their personal schedules today.
That's right. And once that work order is booked, the assigned technician gets to see the new job on their list. This is really beneficial when there's that last-minute or emergency job that pops up midday after the technician's already been dispatched. How about I show you how it's done?
Like they say, a demo is worth 1,000 PowerPoint slides. So it looks like you'll be doing this demo on an Android phone, but similar to Sean, you could have also shown this on an Apple device. And I know your Wi-Fi is down, so you're going to do it connected.
That's right. When I open up Sage Mobile Service, I'm going to see all of these jobs on my list. And the technician sees any changes that might have happened during the day. When I want to go into a particular job, I can load it, and I have all of the information that I need right here, including the customer information, any attachments that might have come from the back office. And this is where a lot of small businesses save time, because there's no more phone calls back and forth between the technician and the office. When I'm ready to go and visit the customer, I simply click on the address, and of course I can pull up that map and find the best route there.
Sure. And in the future, just to show you another innovation, customers can use a Google Glass like this to get the same map. And just for fun, if you want to see an actual demo of Google Glass working with Sage Fixed Assets, stop by our Innovation Lab. We would love to share that with you.
Right, and so now the technicians arrived at the customer location. And they're keeping track of all of the items in the service work that they've been doing, and they can edit anything within the work order, perhaps even take a photo of the completed work once it's done. Everything that's needed for invoicing is right here on the device.
And it all looks so simple. So before you continue, it's worth sharing that getting technicians to customer sites on time, I'm sure a lot of our customers would deem mission critical. So this is really important.
Yeah, indeed. And we have several options once the work's complete for payment, including taking a credit card payment, which I could connect into my smartphone here. But in this case, I'm going to go ahead. That's right. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and invoice the customer.
OK. So who wouldn't like to be paid faster, right? So whether you collect payments in front of the customer or you bill them later, Sage will give you the flexibility and freedom and the option to do what's best for your business.
That's right. And I think in the past, the accounting department had to wait for all of these paperwork orders to come back into the office so that they could be manually entered into the system and then invoiced out. And now using Sage Mobile Service, they know exactly when a job's been completed, and they can send out an e-invoice within just minutes. As you can see, Kitchen Delight has customized their invoice using Sage Billing and Payment. And they're really using it to show off their brand and use it as a marketing touch point. They've even included a Like Us on Facebook button, because just like from customers like Joe, they're receiving a lot of their business from referrals. Facebook. Customers who receive this invoice simply need to click on the Pay Now button, which lets them choose a credit card or an ACH payment. And once that payment's successful, they receive instant notification and a receipt by email. And at the same time, in the Kitchen Delight's Sage accounting system, a cash receipt is posted.
It's fantastic. So folks, in a matter of minutes, Kitchen Delight completed their service work order, invoiced their customer, and most importantly, received payments. A process that could take hours or days or weeks, now happening in minutes. So changing gears, now we would like to show you something that we're working for in the near future. For many businesses, tracking employee time for payroll is challenging and time-consuming. Jennifer, let's share the Sage Time app that'll be beneficial for our customers, especially those with hourly employees on payroll.
Sure. Well, what happens today is these technicians are recording their time on paper time cards, which are then handed into the supervisor so they can be approved before being manually entered into the payroll system. For most small businesses, it's taking about 5 to 6 hours per pay period. Going back to the Kitchen Delight technician scenario, they can log in to their smartphone and conveniently log their time right from here. This app helps track the hours worked in the day so that they can get paid. When they start or they arrive at the first customer location, it's a simple clock-in procedure. And then you can see throughout the day, they can clock in or out to track start and stop times, various projects. And at any point during the day or at the end of the day, they can also track which project or cost code might be associated with their work.
So at this time, data from Jennifer's Android device will flow into the Sage Data Cloud and automatically sync with the Sage accounting system that that customer is using.
Yeah, right. And it's really easy for the supervisors, too, to review all of the details of the day and approve them, and it also gives them additional information, maybe like the GPS location of where the employees were clocking in or out. Let me show you how easy it is for everyone to view the information once it's time to prepare the payroll. Okay. What we're building with Sage Time is only going to take minutes to approve and send to payroll, providing customers with much more real-time data and saving them hours every pay period.
And there are other benefits with this as well.
There are. The employees are going to love that they can also do tasks such as view their pay history or request a sick or vacation day right from their smartphone.
Excellent. And if our customers want to see and learn more about this app, I assume they can find you in our innovation lab?
Absolutely.
This is exciting stuff.
I know. That's why I love my job.
Thank you. And can I have a round of applause for Jennifer?
Thank you.
So now the mobile sales and service apps that Sean and Jennifer showed you are available in the market and are being used by our customers. They complement the products that you already own and provide the security that you would expect. So now let's fast forward to the final part of the story. Now that the sales process is complete, the service and installation has been done, and the money's in the bank, the business owner of Kitchen Delight has the opportunity to analyze his data and decide on other mission-critical decisions that all of you face from time to time. Decisions such as business expansion into new areas, revenue projections, forecasting, understanding market trends. So for that, I would like to call on stage Product Manager Emil Karam.
Good morning, Himanshu.
Emil, how are you?
Doing great.
Good. So it looks like customers have done a great job in referring their friends to Kitchen Delight.
That's correct, Himanshu. Business is going well in the Los Angeles market. What is interesting is that the recent referrals have led to an increase in leads in the San Diego market.
Okay.
So what the company now does not have a showroom or a sales presence in San Diego. So the business owner wants to understand the recent trends and determine if there's an expansion opportunity into San Diego.
Okay. So I'm sure in San Diego, even customers like Joe Christensen from Remodel Works would be thrilled to hear about all these opportunities.
Definitely. Go Chargers.
So while you get that started, Emil, like our mobility, we are making business intelligence easily accessible to our customers in their preferred format. In this case, Microsoft Excel Online. And our Sage Data Cloud technology is at work here to ensure that your data in your spreadsheet is always in sync with your ERP product. In this way, we've removed the complexity of business intelligence. So now it looks like the business owner is viewing the Sage Intelligence Go online product on his Microsoft Surface Pro 3 tablet.
That's right. Sage Intelligence Go provides the ability to turn information into actionable intelligence anywhere, anytime, even if the business owner is at his kid's soccer practice.
at a kid's soccer practice, the envy of many soccer moms around the world.
No doubt. So let's start this scenario with the business owner viewing a Sage Intelligence Go worksheet, which visualizes Sage CRM leads for the past 18 months. Now, if you look at the bottom right, you can see that the business owner can see that the number of sales leads is increasing over time, especially in San Diego. If you look at the map view, he can see that the location of those leads. The larger the circle, the larger the number of leads in that area. If he taps on a circle, he can actually see the value of the leads for a given area. Now, as the filter in these worksheets changes, so do the corresponding views in the worksheet. For example, if the filter is changed to 2013, he can see that the majority of the leads are coming from Los Angeles. If the filter is changed to 2014, he can see that the majority of the leads are now coming from San Diego. Lastly, in the bottom left, the chart reveals some important intelligence, as it shows that the San Diego leads are actually more valuable than those in Los Angeles.
That is cool. So while the business owner could sift through dozens or even hundreds of individual sales leads by using Sage Intelligence Go and Microsoft Excel, he can now quickly visualize these large data sets and generate actionable intelligence.
Exactly. So here, a picture is definitely worth 1,000 words. So next, the business owner is going to look at a similar worksheet. But this time, he wants to see the actual sales for the past 18 months. At the bottom, the business owner can view a couple of key metrics.
So this allows the business owner to compare and contrast sales in two regions, in this case, San Diego and Los Angeles.
Exactly. So interestingly enough, he can see that the average deal size and the average size of homes are actually larger in San Diego.
OK, so in this story, the San Diego market is looking promising. Leads are increasing in that region, and the deals closed are just as good, if not better, than the Los Angeles market. So Emil, now can you show us how the business owner can visualize and analyze additional data for this market to make decisions?
Sure. Now, since the business owner does not have a lot of internal demographic data for San Diego, he is going to use Sage Intelligence Go to connect to external data sources. So for example, in this worksheet, the business owner is comparing US Census data for Los Angeles, San Diego, and the rest of California. Now, at first sight, these two markets may look very, very similar. But if you look at the bottom left, he'll be able to see that San Diego has a lot more new home building permits. This is an encouraging metric, as it is an indicator for the potential number of deals in a given market.
So folks, as you can imagine, it is extremely powerful to be able to bring in data from multiple sources for analysis. Over time, Sage will enable our customers to connect with a diverse set of data sources that we are working on and provide you with tremendous amount of intelligence to make these critical decisions. Analysts broadly call this big data. We'll be sharing information on our big data initiatives in the coming months.
Yeah, I know many people will want to learn more about big data and the opportunities that it will create for them. So Himanshu, do you want to see something really cool now?
Dude, why stop now?
All right. So what if the business owner could compare his internal Los Angeles data with that of external San Diego data?
That would be cool.
Well, let me show you. So a mashup, which is a view that combines two or more sources, can help us do just that. In this mashup, the business owner wants to compare his product pricing with that of a few online retailers. So his product pricing is pulled in from his Sage accounting system. The competitor's pricing is pulled in from publicly available data sources. With this intelligence in mind, he is able to now better compete on price.
Now that is very impressive. What do you all think? Yeah? Thank you.
Now, at the bottom is a bubble chart which visualizes and analyzes product performance. Here, the business owner can see the units sold, along with the revenues and profits for each product.
All right, Emil. So now it's time for an important decision. Okay? It looks like the San Diego market can be lucrative, but now will it be possible for me, based in LA, to support the San Diego market with my current number of employees?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I'll show you a specific scenario where business intelligence can help make a critical decision. Now, in this example, the business owner will want to do some salesperson analysis.
Salesperson analysis. Let's not forget that poor kid at the soccer field. Do you have to now go back to the office?
Well, no, not with Sage Intelligence Go and a tablet. We can do that right here. Now, in this worksheet, the business owner will view a map that shows where his salespeople are located, along with their current capacity and their average customer rating. So here, he can see that there are 2 sales reps that are relatively close to San Diego, Sam and Pat. The closest rep, Sam, looks like he's already at capacity. So we're going to see what Pat is. Well, looks like Pat has capacity, but he also has a 3 out of 5-star rating. So at the bottom left, the business owner can view a salesperson's deals quoted to deals closed ratio. And then he can also view the revenues, the costs, and the profit margins for sales reps in the time period.
So and all of this analysis can help the business owner determine which of the salespeople should show up to close that lead.
Exactly. So while the business owner has some options here, this worksheet clearly shows that his current sales force is not going to suffice to move into the San Diego market. Mission critical decision accomplished. So now the business owner wants to review his forecasted revenue and expenses. By the way, all of these worksheets are connected to the Sage Data Cloud. So as information changes in the data source, so will the Sage Intelligence Go worksheets. So by viewing the KPIs in this worksheets, it can easily be seen that in 2015 and 2016, that the revenues are expected to increase, while the expenses are to remain flat. Therefore, a San Diego expansion can really help the projected revenue growth.
So what this analysis showed, what this means is that the business owner can now afford to increase spending on employees and a new San Diego showroom and still remain profitable.
You got it. So at this point, the business owner really wants to share his findings with his accountant. But first, he wants to see how many salespeople he would need to hire if he were to expand.
Again, a lot to do from a soccer practice.
It can be. But since Sage Intelligence Go extends Microsoft Excel Online, there's a lot of analysis that can be done right inside the product.
Excellent. So now let's talk about the accountants and the role they would play in this case in advising business owners on such decisions. So Emil, can you share with us the collaboration that would go on between an accountant and a business owner?
Sure. The business owner can simply send the file through email, through Excel, like he would any other Excel Online file. Once the file is sent, the business owner calls his accountant. And by the way, once you share a file with individuals, those people can actually collaborate in real time with that file, just like they would with any other Excel Online file. Now, while on the phone, the accountant tells the business owner that if he were to grow to 50 or more full-time equivalents, then he's going to have to follow provisions under the Affordable Care Act.
Interesting. So that could lead to other opportunities for human resource and payroll innovation, but let's leave that for another time.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Emil. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for Emil.
Thank you, Himanshu.
So in this scenario, Emil shared the business owner needed to understand whether he should extend his business into new areas. Perhaps some of you in the audience are facing similar opportunities, like whether to hire a new employee, extend products and services you offer, or maybe like Kitchen Delight, you're considering opening a new location. Perhaps you're so busy running your business that you haven't even had an opportunity to consider this yet. We are committed at Sage to help you uncover these opportunities and provide you with the insights you need to make these mission-critical decisions. What an interesting time to be in our industry, and what an exciting time to be working at Sage. 30 years ago, Sage was started by 2 university students who just knew that there was a better way to do accounting. In fact, one of them previously worked at NASA on the 1969 lunar landing. Why does this matter? Because every day at Sage, we wake up committed to building something better, to innovating for small and medium-sized businesses, to simplify technology for your consumption. It is literally in our DNA. What you've seen here today is just the tip of the iceberg. Behind these walls is a Sage Summit experience, where you'll find plenty of such Sage solutions, including what we are introducing new this year is our Sage Innovation in Motion Lab. This week, I encourage you to stop by and join us. Let us share where Sage is today and how working with you, we all can be in the future. So with that, I would like to call back on stage my boss and friend, Pascal Houillon.
Hey, Himanshu.
Hello, Pascal.
Congratulations. I think you and your team did a great job showing people how Sage can help them to be more successful. And you gave our guests a clear vision of their future and ours. And I'm really impressed with the Sage Intelligence Go online demo. The product has gone a long way. When this product will be available?
Oh, details, Pascal.
No, I want to know.
So actually, as you know, the Sage Business Intelligence product is available today and works with Sage 50, Sage 100, Sage 300, Sage 500, and Sage ERP-X3. What we showed you here on stage was an online version of this product that we're calling Sage Intelligence Go. And since you asked, it'll be available in about mid-2015, definitely before the next Sage Summit.
It's a good news, along with the other innovation from the lab your team shared. And just between you and me, what about this secretive lab? Where is it? Where is it? In the basement of the hotel?
The hotel security did not let me use the basement. So it's actually, the lab is right outside when you exit these doors all the way to the left. It opens right after this morning session.
Yeah. Himanshu, can you share a little bit more about our innovation process and how do we innovate for the sake of our customers and not for the sake of the technology?
Absolutely. So we have a brilliant team of people who are constantly innovating. Last year, we showed you voice recognition as an example of a connected service with our ERP product. And you know what? Our partner Microsoft showcased Sage Voice at their worldwide partner conference just a couple of weeks ago, and it got a tremendous applause. And you're right, our innovation process may start in the labs, but it does not work without constant customer feedback. Our customers are our compass that guide our innovation. In fact, in our innovation lab here, we have several areas to have a conversation with you and get your feedback real time. It'll be great if all of you be there, but please, all 5,000 of you, don't show up at the same time. Pascal? I guess Pascal's turning into a millennial. Pascal, what's going on?
Sorry?
What are you doing there?
Nothing. You could continue.
What are you listening to?
I'm listening Neon Trees.
Neon Trees.
Neon Trees?
Sure.
Yeah, it's good. They're playing for us tonight, just you and me.
Thursday night here, right?
Yeah,
here
for you, for the 500th of besties. It's going to be a fun night.
If you haven't heard the band Neon Trees, it's a fantastic band. I love their songs, and we're hoping to see every one of you here at the concert. It's going to be a rocking experience. So Pascal, what else should our customers be seeing when they're here watching?
Yeah, I think they should visit Set City and meet the people behind the curtains that they may have interact with over the phone or face-to-face. And also, I understand there is something very interesting called the social floor that is worth looking at as well.
Do you know what it is?
I don't know exactly, but I'm sure it's on Twitter.
Okay. So I know a lot of people here are very interested in our Sage ERP-X3 V7 product. It's an amazing release if you haven't seen it. And after this, there'll be a session that'll cover that, along with hundreds of other product sessions that you should attend.